There's a new front in the ongoing war between big and small oil companies in Oklahoma. The two sides squared off before the Corporation Commission as the state agency works to increase its fee schedule for the Oil and Gas Conservation Division. The division has been hit with an ongoing multi-million-dollar budget cuts for several years and is now looking to try and make up some of the lost operating money.
The new fee schedule is estimated to raise about $4.8 million a year. That's what the Corporation Commission's Oil and Gas Conservation Division needs to be able to keep up with its growing workload. But organizations that largely represent big oil companies do not want to pay that much, while an organization representing the smaller producers approves of the fee increases. Their latest battle focused on two new fees recommended by the Oklahoma Independent Petroleum Association and the Oklahoma Oil and Gas Association.
The outrageous new fees that they are proposing be applied to protests and exceptions.
Joe Warren is with Cimarron Production Company,
which are designed only to discourage small people like us or small royalty owners from opposing their applications.
Warren and others who are members of the Oklahoma Energy Producers Alliance spoke out against Big Oil's new fees.
$1,000 to protest. There's an additional fee of $1,000 to appeal. We feel very, very strongly that those take away the due process rights of the citizens of the state of Oklahoma.
OEPA Chairman Dewey Bartlett Jr. warned the fees are unconstitutional.
It would have a tremendous chilling effect upon those of our members, certainly, but those that demand access to the court system but would be kept out of it because of the increased and onerous cost involved.
But Kim Hatfield, a longtime OIPA member and president of Crawley Oil Company, thought a chilling effect was a good idea.
I would hope that it would have a chilling effect on the many protests that are filed arbitrarily and capriciously for no purpose other than delaying.
A.J. Farad, Vice President of Regulatory Affairs for the Oklahoma Independent Petroleum Association, says they just want to weed out the troublemakers.
The true issue that needs to be looked at is the cases that are filed with frivolity. Those that come before this body, we've all seen them. They go downstairs and they say, I protest. They show up last minute before the case, say, I protest.
Farad also suggests taking the restrictions a step further.
Okay, why are you protesting? Because that's my right. And that's the pure reason. Those are the sort of issues that we need to get to clean up what's going on downstairs, create more efficiencies at this body, and move things forward.
Eventually, the commissioner decided not to act on the OIPA and ACOGA $1,000 fees, at least for now.
We have an open, transparent process when we consider things as best we can, and it seems like there needs to be, and I like the terminology because it's terminology I've used before myself, additional vetting of this particular issue.
However, after a recess, Tim Baker, director of the Oil and Gas Conservation Division, came back to the commission, basically throwing out all of the recommendations from staff and adopting instead the much lower fee schedule proposed by the big oil and gas organizations. That ran head-on into Commissioner Todd Hyatt.
Just in the event that we would end up going the direction that I think we're going now, and that's to try to whittle down closer to the industry compromise position, somewhere in that $3.5 million range, and I do not support doing that.
But Commissioner Bob Anthony believes the legislature should appropriate more money instead of putting the full burden on oil and gas companies.
I think the staff's proposal is more aggressive or higher set of fees than I'm willing to support.
Commissioner Hyatt, saying he was seeing the writing on the wall, put together his own fee plan, a plan that would raise about $4.3 million.
I think there's rhyme and reason to the way that I've moved the numbers, and so everyone can have fair game, and I'll take my turn in the barrel and y'all can shoot me down.
Facing three different fee proposals and a split commission, Corporation Commission Chairwoman Dana Murphy pushed to delay any final decision for 1 week. Commissioner Hyatt begrudgingly agreed, but made it clear he doesn't care for the fees the big oil associations want.
I think we need to make a decision as to who's making the decisions at this agency.
OIPA officials say they won't support Hyatt's plan or the original fees proposed by Commission staff. The Oil and Gas Division oversees all regulations involving drilling and production, and the newly created and now unfunded Seismicity Department, which monitors and regulates operations to deal with the man-made earthquakes caused by the energy industry.